Hi everyone, it's Jamie Marie, the Millennial Patriot. So I am finally coming out of hiding. It's sad that it has to feel that way, that the silent majority of conservative people and millennials like me have felt so oppressed over the past at least 2 years since Donald Trump announced that he was running for the presidency. We felt so oppressed that we feel like we can't even say anything to express our support for the right, for tradition, for the Constitution, for Trump, for anything, because of the way that the radical leftists have acted over the past several years. It truly is atrocious, and so I just want to be coming out to say that I support Donald Trump wholeheartedly. Why? Why not? So why do I support President Donald Trump? He is an alpha male, and that is what we need as president. We don't need someone pussyfooting around the other countries, bowing down to them, treating them better, and giving them better perks and deals and agreements, and kind of screwing us over here in America. I feel like no one has stood up for us, and I just feel like it's time that we have someone who's not gonna mess around, who's gonna tell everyone exactly how he feels, do what he says, and do it well. As we know, his background is in negotiation and deal making, and that's also what we need. We need someone who sees multiple ways to achieve the same goal. Because being the president of the United States, I can only imagine the tough decisions you have to make and how it may seem like there's no choice or no winning in certain situations. But somehow he's winning, and I'm not tired of winning. I love winning. And if you say you don't love winning, I bet that you're lying. Because that's what makes America great, is competition, is striving for excellence. We're not saying we want to dominate the rest of the world, but we're not going to bow down to the rest of the world either. We're going to be amazing again. And I am so excited about it. I'm so tired of the political correctness that's occurred, in our world. I work in a hospital, and there's a manager there who was introducing during a meeting a couple of the residents who were training in our particular field. And he said, and now for the lovely and talented A and B. And the director said, you can't say that. You can't say lovely. It was 2 female residents. He was a man. He happens to be a homosexual man, though. So it just blows my mind that someone with truly innocent intentions, who is also gay and has no interest in these women whatsoever, cannot even say the lovely and talented. That is where we've come to. And, at my work, I have all these electronic modules that I have to do, continuing training. And now all the ones that I have to do are on sexual harassment, unconscious bias, civility in the workplace, gender diversity, treating us like little children as if we don't have any morals and don't know how to treat each other. Now, I know work's a different story and you can't say everything that's on your mind. I understand that. But it has truly gotten out of hand, the fact that we're afraid to say anything. And Trump isn't. And I love that. He called Rosie O'Donnell a pig. Sometimes you gotta call it like it is. Doesn't bother me as a woman, not one bit. I don't like her either. He tells Hillary in a debate, well, yeah, because you'd be in jail. That was the most liberating thing that anyone has ever done. Someone who finally calls people out, calls out the criminals, doesn't just let them run over us and blind us to reality. I can't wait to lock her up. I can't wait. I love that he is helping the Black community. You might or might not know, but there's something called Blexit going on, like Brexit, only it is the Black community starting to see that Trump is the one helping them to gain prosperity and opportunity, not the Democrats. The Democrats have been interested in gaining that black vote for decades, but have they ever really done all the things that they said they were going to do for them? I don't think so. And why is that? Because if they actually help the black community to prosper, the black community is going to understand what it is to have money, success, pay lots of taxes, and they're going to realize, wait a second, I think it's the conservative Republican Party who actually supports my needs and my interests. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying every Republican is good, and I don't even necessarily like to identify as a Republican, because there are a lot of rhinos out there, a lot of corruption, like Senator No Name, and I don't really want to go there, but in general, the conservatives are more interested in actually helping the, disparate communities to rise up. And the black community is starting to see that. And there was a Black Leadership Summit with Trump the other day, and you should just see the way they talk. And it's really, it's just uplifting to see that finally they're seeing it. So I just feel that Trump is uniting us, which is funny because the left and the fake news would suggest that Trump, in his divisive nature, is decimating our, culture and community and dividing us as a country. I don't think so. I think it's all of that liberal rhetoric that's dividing us. And talk about the liberals having so much tolerance and love and acceptance. I don't know. There is a model, a black model, who went to the Black Leadership Summit and took a picture with a bunch of people there and posted it. And before she knew it, she got an email from her boss at the modeling agency, and they fired her because her thoughts and ideals did not align with their thoughts and ideals of acceptance and love. Well, if the liberal left was all about inclusion of all people with all thoughts and opinion and background, then they wouldn't have fired her. The hypocrisy of the left is just unbelievable, and Trump yet again is calling them out. I cannot think of one thing he's done to try and divide us. All I can think of is how much he's united us and uplifted us. The unemployment rates at record lows for women, blacks, Hispanics, Asians. I mean, you just can't deny that. And Obama's going around taking credit for it, which is unbelievable. Another big thing, probably the biggest reason why Trump will always be my guy, is how tough he is on immigration. We cannot have an America if we do not have borders and if we do not have standards. Let me make the distinction, because somehow the left always twists this very basic foundational principle. I love legal immigration. America is a melting pot. It's a melting pot that has succeeded because it's immigrants who have come here legally, wanting to achieve the American dream, having that drive to go for the gold, to strive for excellence, and being law-abiding citizens. That's the difference. Illegal immigration, on the other hand, is not what anyone should want. Even if the illegal immigrants coming over the border are good and innocent and end up working, it's still illegal. And we have so many of our own people to feed and to support here. And as it is, we have a bunch of people on Medicaid, that a bunch of taxes, my taxes are going to. And if it's real people in need and they're citizens of America, then I'm happy to do that. But if they're illegal, forget it. If they don't respect the principles of America, then get out. And that is my official opinion. Not to mention, they're not all innocent. There's MS-13, the most deadly, vicious gang coming over the border. There's drug smuggling to consider. And one of the biggest things that is coming to light more than ever now is human trafficking. This is outrageous. We don't need any more of that in our country than we already have. Yes, I know there's other routes for those things to occur, but why allow this to occur when it's illegal and we can stop it, where we can support ICE, where we can build a wall, where we can shut them out? That's what I want, and that's what he's doing. America first. The world matters, and we do so much for the world, and the rest of the world acts like we've done nothing. I mean, the other countries act like spoiled brats, and I'm tired of it. And Trump calls himself a nationalist, and somehow people turn that into fascism, which is madness. I'm a nationalist, and if you're not a nationalist, then why are you in this country? And that's why I love Trump. He says what's on his mind. He does what he's gonna do. He's strong. He's brilliant. He plays 3D chess. He negotiates. And he sticks up for America. And you should love him too.